Hey y'all, I'm going to be showing y'all how I did my dip nails with this ASP quick dip kit. I got this from Sally's. I think it was about $40. I'll look it up and see. Um, just to let y'all know, I am not a professional. I'm just a regular girl who wanted to try something new. This is my second attempt. So if you're someone who's like kind of on the fence, not really a professional, this is just see how another regular person does it. All right, so let's get started. So I used the pink powder, and then this is everything that came in the kit that I'm going to be using. I have here, just laying it out. I will say, a kind of a white powder came with it, and I did that on my first set, and I don't know, it was like chalkier. I don't know, I didn't like the texture, so I'm not using that one this time. And this is a clear nail polish that I got from Sally's as well. And I also use this makeup brush to, get the powder off. I actually used a different one the first time, and one of my kids did something with it, so I don't know where that one is. But that one was a little lighter, so I like that one better. So anyway, first I'm just going to be filing it down to the shape that I want. I'm pretty much going to be doing a square shape. Not super square, but kind of like a square rounded square. And you're going to file all your nails down to the shape that you want. I will say all my nails are different lengths. I didn't want to cut them down to all be the length of the shortest nail, so they're all just different lengths, and that's okay. Now I'm just buffing the shine off of my nails, and to give it a little extra grip when you get started. And you're gonna do that to all your nails. See, now I've done them all. And I did not do anything with my cuticles, y'all. I'm not a professional. I don't know if I'm supposed to cut them, push them. I ain't doing none of that. If you know what to do and you do that, then you go right ahead, honey. But I did that one time trying to cut them, and that was a mess. So that I just was showing you the order that I put everything in, since you won't really be able to see which one I'm grabbing. So of course, from left to right, we got step 1, step 2, and step 3. So I'm going to show y'all this pinky one. And this one was, I think, my least favorite. So the very first one that I did ended up not being the best. But I kind of fixed it so it doesn't look as bad now. So I just added the primer. We're going to move on to step 2. And this is basically kind of like a glue. Y'all about to see where I messed up. Me using this hard brush was not super hard, but I messed it up. And I'm going to just dip it again. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do, but I guess it kind of fixed it. But that ain't even the part that's messed up, y'all. Just wait. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with my second coat. I only did 2 coats. On the instructions, I believe it said do 2 to 3. I think 3 would be way too thick for me. So this time I do dust it lighter than I did before. But you can see right there, you'll be able to see it better in a second, I think. right there on the right of it. It's kind of sticking out, but it's all good. I fix it to where it looks pretty decent later on. You're just gonna go on with step 2 again, and after you do this, you're gonna do step 3, which is the activator. It doesn't say if you're supposed to wait for step 2 to dry or if you're supposed to immediately do step 3. So I did just wait a few seconds to make sure it wasn't super wet, and then I go in with step 3. I'm gonna just speed through these 2 nails, because it's the same process. But I will say, oh yes, that is me using a what is that? The pick from the floss thingies. If you have the proper utensils, use those. But I just had to use what I had. But I will say, once I got to the second and third nail, I started holding my nail downward to not, I guess you would say, flood the cuticle where all of that step 2, the glue, it won't go all up in your cuticle, and then the dip powder will go all in your cuticle. So I do kind of hold it down. You'll see that better, I think, when I do my index. You can kind of see there where I'm bending my middle finger downward. So the middle finger actually came out not too bad as well. I did miss a little spot, but on the first attempt, but so you got that second one, and it came out pretty good. I think this index finger is my favorite. How you got a favorite nail, girl? I don't know. The index came out pretty good. And in the end, most of them look pretty good anyway. Now you can, I don't know if y'all can see it, that middle finger is a little bumpy, but once you get to the end and you file it down, you can smooth that out. I'm going to slow it down a little bit here at this index finger, because this one is the one that I think I did the best on. But you're going to see here when I'm applying step 2 that I'm going to bend my finger downward to keep that from going up into the cuticle. Because I was doing it flat, you know, or even the other way, depending on how I'm holding my hand, and it's all just ran down into the cuticle. So a light brush that I have now learned, not too heavy-handed. And it comes out pretty good. I'm gonna just fast forward through the rest of it just a little bit, because you're basically just doing, well, not basically, you are just doing the same steps for each nail. And you see, that looks pretty good. And another thing with my first set, I did the first coat on each nail, then I went back and did the second coat on each nail. So I don't know, I do like this set better, so I won't be doing it that way again. So I'm finished all of my dip powder for my first hand, and I'm going to do my second hand. Same thing for both hands, of course. I am right-handed, so doing my right hand with my left hand was a little bit of a challenge, but I got it done. And here are both hands with the dip powder complete. Looks pretty good. My ring finger on my right hand was a little jacked, but we fixed that too. I'm just going to use this 180 grit file, and I'm just going to file the corners, make sure the shape is right. And then I'm also going to go and file the actual nail to shape it right, because of course some of them has humps and not so smooth. So you want to file that down to get the shape right, get the smoothness that you like. This one wasn't too bad. Now I will say, if you have an electric file, use that. If you know what you're doing. I do not have one. I think that would have been, well, no, that would have been way more, it would have been way easier, a little less time consuming. This wasn't too bad, actually. But electric file would help you get, especially that little thin spinny thing. I don't know what this stuff is called, but the little thin spinny one, you could get under your nail. You can get like closer to that cuticle, get everything the way you want it. I might invest in one. I don't know if y'all have any recommendations. If it's anybody on here who does this themselves, let me know. But in the meantime, I'm going to be using this 180 grit. And it didn't do too bad, actually, to be my second attempt. Now just do all my nails. The thing about using this file though is I did kind of get my skin in some parts, especially when trying to get close to the cuticle, child, the cuticle. So if you have an electric file, I think that would help a lot more. So I filed all of them down, got them smooth, went and washed my hands. That was a reenactment of my washing hands. And I'm gonna go in with this top coat, again, that I got from Sally's. And I'm just gonna paint all my nails. And if you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. This is my first YouTube video. I watch YouTube all the time, and I just decided I want to try it out too. So if you got any tips of what you did like about this video, what you didn't like, let me know. I'm also going to have some DIY videos. I love to DIY. That's why I named my channel Some of This and Some of That, because you're going to get some of this and some of that. You're going to get some nail stuff, some DIY stuff. I don't know. We'll see as we go. Maybe some hair stuff, hairstyles, because I'm not a cosmetologist, so I don't want to tell you what to do and what not to do, just things that I do. Same with this nail video. I'm just showing you what I did, and maybe it'll help somebody. So I'm going to use some coconut oil for my cuticle oil. If you got some cuticle oil, use that, girl, but I got coconut oil. And this is what I'm going to use. You can use some olive oil. I don't know. Maybe some Vaseline. Whatever. Whatever it is you want to use. And it got some hair on it because this is my hair coconut oil as well. So I'm just going to rub that all over my cuticles. And then rub it on my ashy hands. And these are the results. I think it came out pretty good. Again, like I said, that first set had that white on it, and I'll try to insert a picture if I can. That one didn't look as good, but here go my slow-mo hand rub. I don't know what is this? What are you doing? Y'all let me know what y'all think. How do y'all think it came out? These two are the two I'm pointing out that I didn't like as much. And here goes some hand waving. Girl, what are you doing? I don't know, y'all. Some hand personality. That's all. Thank y'all for watching.